What's up, guys? So this is HH Trader back with another trading video. We're sitting here in my platform of Street Smart Edge in pre-market, and of course, if you saw the video from yesterday, you know that I had a few issues with Street Smart Edge yesterday. Well, not just me, a lot of people had a few issues with Street Smart Edge. I did actually come back in the afternoon and finished off with the red day. I did not go live for that. I lost 12 bucks. So I lost 12 bucks in the afternoon. The orders started going through and I was able to kind of trade a little bit, but it just wasn't, I just should have walked away for the day. But today we're sitting here with $938 to trade today. We have this ANCN that just gapped up like 250%, but it is now fading off. I do not think it's going to be one of those that's going to go back up during the day, but it is a very low float, which gives me hope. And it's getting its volume up as well. So let's go ahead and research the stocks that are here. OCX. Let's see. OCX. Right. Let me get this up real quick so you guys can see it. All right, let's get over here. Here's what we're looking at: OCX, ANCN, AVXL, VTVT, MCEP, and BCDA, which was a big mover from yesterday. All right, let's get this going. FinViz, we'll start off with the first one on the list, OCX. See what that float is about. Scroll down. Float is 56 million. I'm probably not going to trade that one, but I will add it to my notes over here. Let's see, what about the BAM SEC? Does it have any shelf registrations or anything? And this is just my pre-market routine that I do. I have a routine that I go through for the research purposes and everything else. Here's a shelf registration for this year. Okay, next one on the list is ANCN. ANCN. No kind of shelf registration or anything. $3 million in the float. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so we'll 3 million in the float. No shelf registration. So that's looking really good. Next one is AVXL. AVXL. And I do this even if something pops up during the day, I still will do this to make sure that I'm not getting FOMO'd into something that's not worth it. AVXL is 57 million float. AVXL. And I pressed something. What did I just press? Okay, we're in the right place. Alright, no kind of shelf registrations or anything, but it does have a pretty high float there. That 57 mil. Next one would be VTVT. This one's always been in the spectrum. Okay, the float is 15 million on that one. VTVT. No kind of shelves or anything on it, so 15 million is what we'll put in the notes. MCEP. MCEP. What is your float? Float is, wow, under a million shares in the float. For MCEP, it's like 0.45, so I just put 1 million in the float. $1 million float. Right, BCDA. And this is the watch list for today. BCDA. $5 million in the float for BCDA. And let's check that BAM SEC out real quick. Shelf registration for this year. Alright, so that is all we have in the watch list for today. If anything else pops up, I'll go and research it and then just enter the information over here. Well, let's go ahead and get you guys back over to the platform. Actually, before we go to the platform, let's go to the actual internet browser over here. And we need to look at that Charles Schwab down detector today, so we don't get tricked up. Let's go ahead and refresh it. All the problems were yesterday, this big spike right here. But today, let's see, like it's flatline. It looks like they got rid of every problem. They fixed it all. Some people probably got really chewed out on that. Let's go down here and read Charles Schwab. I've got a small issue, whatever. Google Cloud. Okay. Oh, Google was having some issues as well, and Charles Schwab was linked into some Google mainframe. Wow. Okay. Well, looks like they've got all of their issues sorted out, so we'll definitely be ready to trade today. It is 8:26. We have ANCN with a very low float, 3 million in the float. What was the other one with a very low float? I think it was MSEP. But this is faded so far off of VWAP. I mean, we can watch it, but let's go ahead and put our levels on the map that we're going to be using. OCX has a very high float, so I probably won't be looking at that one. Has a shelf this year also. 3 million in the float, so we can go ahead and mark this one up. Let's see what we got out here. It's got a high right now. It's sitting at 459, so it's up, way up. It's got a high. This little crease right here would probably be a little level of resistance there. Draw a resistance line. 493 going towards $5 will be that first resistance. Looks like it doesn't have anything else, so it might actually be open skies above this, but we'll see. AVXL, it's also under VWAP, not very volatile as well. See, these are just not volatile enough right now, so we're not going to mess with those. We'll just focus in on AVXL. AVXL faded way off of the VWAP, down $3 from the high that it hit this morning, so definitely not looking too hot. So ANCN will definitely be the one for today. Low float, very it's within my price range. My price range is, well, the range that I watch is from $1 or $2 to $10, and then my price range that I like to buy is under 7. But sometimes they move too quickly, and I'm not able to. Oh, I didn't even get you guys over here. Let's get you back over here to the platform. Anyway, I already put my resistance line right there, and let me go and check the. Let's see. Go ahead and type this out real quick. All right, the market is now open. It is open. So let's go ahead and go out here to Charles Schwab down detector, make sure everything's good out here before I jump in there. Okay, no issues. So we're looking good on, wow, everything went red. That's crazy. All right, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see what actually plays in our favor here. We'll go ahead and put our minute. We'll go ahead and put our minute here, resistance for this minute bar. It's going down first, which is good. Let's get ready to actually enter with a few shares over the top of ACN. But you know what? Let's just let this play out, because this is very weak news and it is under VWAP right now. So let's actually let this play out. We've got our first minute. Let me draw my support down here. This is the range of this ticker or this symbol. And right now it's just not getting that push, you know, not getting that real push that I'm used to. See if we can get over this 438 and hold there. It's looking very weak news. BCDA is up a little bit. Still not as volatile as I would like to see, plus it needs a little bit of volume. OCX is also looking very weak, so I don't know which one of these is going to give the moves today, but they're all looking weak. BCDA, what is going on? Okay, so it had a little, we'll put this resistance right here. This was this opening 1 minute resistance right down here. and then it had its support, and we'll see what it wants to do from this point. It is a low mover as well, but it just doesn't have any volume behind it. ANCN, I want to see it break this bottom before I give up on it. Very, very volatile stocks. Okay, ANCN looking like it's felling out, man. Not really getting the push that we like to see. There's a little push, but man, it got knocked down quick. To be a low float, it should definitely be moving a lot further than that. So let's see if it can get over and hold this level. Snap down immediately. Looking for that push through the 450s. Looking for it to hold that level right there. Just hold above that level. Kind of giving up the ghost there. Okay, this is going to be a slow mover. This might be a grinder throughout the day. The way it's moving, it's got to hold this range. Okay, see how fast it moved down, but how slow it was moving up. That's not what we like to see there. All right, there's a little fall off right there out of that range. We will continue watching it. It is still a low float. OCX is down. BCDA just not volatile enough. It went up there, shot up, fell down. It's holding this level. It is holding this 1 minute level there. But it did have a huge drop off yesterday. After right here, it had a huge drop down right there. So I really don't trust it. I believe it's going to give us a lot of wicks, and it's going to fake a lot of people out because they think it can go up again. And I just don't have faith in that. SLS. Let's see what that news is looking like. No news for today. Let's go check that float out. The float SLS. SLS actually has a float of 8 million. Now let's see if it has any shelf registrations. SLS does have a shelf registration from like 2 months ago. So definitely has a low float. 8 mil and a shelf this year. All right. So we added that note right there. Looks like some things have fallen off of my scanner here. Okay, OX. Oh, that's that high float mover. AVXL, BCDA, looking like it wants to fell out here. It did hold above that level, but it's got a long way to go to get back up to this top here, which is the 558. That is a long move, and it's under VWAP right now. So that's a couple of strikes against it. INSEP, OCX. So we're like 5 minutes into the market, and it's a lot of felling right now. Go ahead and put these supports up here. Support of the 1 minute needs to get back over that. Then we'll draw our resistance line up here of the 1 minute resistance. This is the range that it needs to trade. At least get inside this range and start working its way back up. BCDA is still losing its life down here. So we'll see what it can do. Very wicky, but it is holding up this level, this 1 minute level right here. Can it get another boost up? It probably will, but with these wicks like this, I'm kind of very nervous about taking a trade on it. Look at all these wicks. This is the range that it needs to stay within right here. So we put a 5-minute resistance here. 5-minute resistance at the top right there, and then we have our support here that it needs to hold up for the 5-minute. So we got our 1-minute support and our 5-minute support. They need to sync up. And then we have incept down here. Let's go ahead and put this on the map because it is definitely something that we need to be watching. Draw the support line for it. First 5 minutes have passed. Let's go ahead and draw our support and resistance levels here. It needs to stay above. Now, there we go. Oh, wow. Incept right there got blessed. Some shorts got blessed right there. All right. You know, right now, with all this failing, I know some people got hurt on these. I know they did. There's, oh, MBIO. What is this? MBIO. MBIO, does it have news on the day? Does have a little bit of news. Filed a form 4. Let's go look at its well, I'll just look at it and then bring it back over. I'll tell you what I see on MBIO. MBIO has a shelf registration from this year. And let's look at that float. MBIO. It also has what? 50 million in the float. 50 million in the float, which is crazy. So let's put that in there. Well, I guess it's not crazy looking at the outstanding shares. 50 million in the float, shelf registration today. Okay, so we'll leave that there nice like that. It's not really moving a whole lot. I'll draw my supports. 1-minute support here. It is above VWAP, which is good. It's not very volatile. Draw my resistance. 1-minute resistance right here. Then a 5-minute here. Support on the first 5-minute. Then the resistance on the first 5-minute. Okay. Needs to trade within that level. Looks like it's coming down and testing that 1-minute support right there. Okay, BCDA it's got a little trend here, but still not trustworthy. Not trustworthy at all. Keeps on failing VWAP. I'm just waiting for it to smash down to this level, this 511 level. Okay, BCDA is the only thing on my scanner right now. Everything else has popped off. Let me go back and check Charles Schwab Down Detector to see if any reports have come through yet. Wow, clean, no reports at all from the first 10 minutes of trading. Okay, that looks good. That looks really, really good here. Still doing the wick thing, you know, trying to hold up this wick. Tested VWAP right here, but it's just so iffy right now. I know it's shaking people out doing all this snapping. I don't like the snap movements. It is holding this level though. But it's in a red 5 minutes, so it's got to hold up the pretty much the $5 down here, and then it's got to get above the 560s. Okay, ABIS. Who is ABIS? Did I do research on them today? Let's go look at ABIS. ABUS. Avis has a shelf registration from 2 months ago. Avis also has a float of 60 million, so I really am not too interested in that 60 million float on that Avis. And it can't even stay on the scanners. So this one's holding, looks like it's holding up this level, this 1 minute level here, MBIO, but it's just not moving anymore. Okay, BCDA looks like it's failing out a little bit. So it's kind of hard to kind of know where to trade this because of all these wicks. OCX, got to get back in this range here. Got a lot of work to do. Okay, ABUS is back up. Float is 60 million. Shelf this year. Okay, put that in there. SLDB. $60 million with a shelf this year. It's just such low volume. I don't understand how the volume is this low. It's moving so much though. But it doesn't impress me if it doesn't have volume. People need to be interested. This one's breaking down that 1 minute level, going towards that 5, checking that 5 real quick. Got a long way away from VWAP. VWAP is at the 527 there. It's trying to stop at that. Well, it tried. BCDA is definitely down. ABIS is continually pressing up. I believe this one's going to have a major drop at some point here. Wait, did I not go and look this up? ABUS. It's like 60 million, wasn't it? ABIS, yeah, 60 million in the float. I just looked at it. It's not even that volatile. Alright, 60 mil in the float. And I think it had a shelf this year. Let me make sure. Yeah, shelf like 2 months ago. 1 month ago. Shelf this year. So we'll let that do its thing and go ahead and fill out. It doesn't have enough volume for me just yet. Plus it's not really giving. ELYS. What's up with this one? News. Form. Okay. Alright, so let's look at ELYS. Very low volume here. ELYS. ELYS, no shelf registrations. ELYS. Let's see. Float is 8 million. Okay, let's put that float in there. Add note. 8 mil. So we're definitely getting some movers this morning. I'm trying to see who's going to be the winner though. Who's the winning stock today is what I want to know. I got 938 bucks to put in the winning stock. Right now I'm seeing very weak volume. And you know, it's not, let's see, what's the top of this? Let's put some some resistances up here that it needs to get to. The 651 is a resistance. Draw another resistance up here. $9 resistance. Let's actually do that for all of them. ANCN looks like it's trying to come back up within this range. Did I put resistance? Let's put this 5-minute resistance here, and let's put a support down here. Okay, now we got those two in there. It looks like it's ready to go, but we need to see a 1-minute pullback above VWAP. That's the next step on ANCN. Don't really care if it just explodes up. We need to see that 1-minute pullback above VWAP. Okay, it's looking like it wants to go, but we're gonna need to see it sit on these levels. 447, 438 are the levels that we need to see. It's holding up, man. It is trying to hold. Very low float, very volatile stock. It's trying its best to hold that 410 right there. Okay, buyers just stepped in right there. So I might just snap in with 5 shares, but we still need to see the 1-minute pullback above VWAP. That's what I was waiting on. So we can get that 1-minute pullback here. That would be great. And that if this candle right here stays red, that would be even better. Okay, it's not red though. We gotta wait for a 1-minute pullback. It's gotta be a red one, because I'm not trusting it right there. That's a head and shoulders right there. That's a shoulder. That's a shoulder. It needs to push through the head to break the head and shoulders. There it is. It's pushing a little bit. Snap down, but it's staying within that 1-minute range. So it's not exactly what I want to see. Oh, is this a 1-minute pullback? That looks like a 1-minute pullback. Let's see what it does here. It's in a 5-minute setup, 5-minute uptrend, getting plenty of volume here. Let's see. Oh, it's under 410. Why did you go under 410? Okay, and it's under VWAP. It's definitely breaking down here. I don't like that. Just got bought up. Got bought up through VWAP. Still though, it just doesn't look too good right now. It's holding this level, this 1-minute level here, which is amazing. I do not want it over. If it just shoots up, I do not want it over this one. But it is holding up. Still waiting on that 1-minute pullback above VWAP. It's got 5 minutes to get up there. All right, ABIS. Okay, some things are getting definitely getting some trading here. Definitely getting some volume, I mean. Okay, looks like it wants to go. We're just gonna wait for a good setup here. Oh, is it falling back down? Okay. It's definitely got a level up here at the 404. It is holding above VWAP, but we need to see that 1-minute pullback above VWAP to really give us some confirmation here. Okay, getting up. Now we want to see it. Well, it tapped that level. Want to see it break that level. Must be a lot of sellers at that top level right there. Okay, staying within this range here. So glad it pulled a red to green move. It's finally back green. So we want to kind of see an explosion over this with a 1-minute pullback. That'll be just great. Looks like it wants to get the push, but just not getting it. Come on, give that 1-minute pullback. Got about 15 seconds left in this candle. Kind of wish it would have just went, but it looks like it may be a grinder throughout the day. Okay, so it definitely took a little dip right there. That's definitely not the 1-minute pullback that we wanted to see though. Let's see what it wants to do. Breaking VWAP. Okay, it's holding up on our 1-minute support here. holding on that $4 support. I want to actually see this thing fail out before I go and look at anything else. It's holding that 1 minute support, trading within our range. Very high volume stock. I believe that it can definitely get out of there and go. Let's see, the high of this one is the 445. It's looking like it's holding up. Okay, looking like it's holding that level. I like the strength down here. Getting bought up. Still need to see that 1 minute pullback above VWAP is what we're really looking for. Buyers to come in, because we got a lot of selling pressure here, but no buyers are really stepping in and really getting it going. All right, there's some buyers stepping in right there. We're waiting, we're watching and waiting. VWAP is at the 406. It continues to test VWAP. 410 continues to test VWAP. I don't like that. It's just too many tests on VWAP. Okay, definitely holding there. Looking good in this range. Now what we want to see is it get back over this high of the 440, maybe break the 450. 450 mark will be in with 25 shares up there. Or wait, 451 will be in with 25 shares there. Actually, I can take 50 shares there. My bad. 50 shares. And this high of here is the 459. Okay, well, I was gonna take up here, but it just seems like it continues to test VWAP, testing VWAP. So I just put my buy order up there for 50 shares at the 450. And we'll see what it wants to do. Very low float stock. It's the best looking one on the day. Getting up there. Want to see it explode through, and I'll take profit off the top. Really consolidating in this area. Ooh, that don't look good. Oh no, it broke VWAP. That does not look good right there. The 5 minute setup, 5 minute downtrend right now. Does not look good. We're waiting to see. If it fails, then we'll just be out. But I'm waiting to see this breakout here of that 450 area. Okay, it might be coming here. Maybe. Definitely staying very consolidated. It's got a lot of consolidation here. That's what I'm trying to say. $451 is the buy spot on this one. If it can get going. Double top right there. That's not good. It needs to break that double top now. Okay. Looking like we're trying to get through there. See who's sitting back here at the 450s. This is a small little piece there. Okay, we ready to take profit very quickly if it explodes out. Doesn't look like it wants to do it just yet. Having a little rough time here. Rough time here. Definitely rough time. Fell all the way back to 35. Okay, might get me in here. Yep, in right there. Wow, it kind of snapped down on me, didn't it? Okay, let's go ahead and peel off some on this. We're looking for a little bit more here. Maybe a push to the 60s. And VWAP is right now our out. So 410. We'll put VWAP as our out as of right now. That's our risk level down there at 410. We're just gonna let it work a little bit. We may take some off soon. Looks like it's coming up to that pre-market right there. Having a little problems up there at the pre-market. We're just gonna let it work for us. VWAP is still at the 410. Just gonna let it work. Still in a 5-minute setup here. If it wants to slam down, hey, you go ahead. But right now, I believe we're in a good entry spot, so we're gonna let it ride. Double top there. Looking for some buyers to step in here. Might stop us out here. Okay, that's a triple top. I do not like that. 414 is our new out. So, okay. Up a little bit. Up 10 bucks. We'll start peeling off in just a little bit. 417 is our out that we're looking at. Might get to challenge the $5 area. Being very patient with this. We'll take some off at the $5. We can get up there. 417 right now. 450. Let's just put it at break even for right now. 456 is break even. $417 right now. So we're at the 417 mark right now. Trying to see if it can go any higher. Don't know if it can. Or actually the 423 is the spot to be. 423. Okay, we're up 20 bucks right now. I'll start to snap some off. We just touched the 5. So we're waiting and watching to see if it can break that 5 again. That would be great. $423. Waiting to see what it wants to do here. Oh boy. Alright, we might need to put it at break even if it's gonna try to stop us out here. 423 is where we're sitting. Still in the 5-minute setup here. Hopefully it does not break VWAP. It's got open, clear skies up there, so definitely hoping that it holds up here. 428, 427 is our new out. Okay, 427, looking for a little bit more reprieve. Okay, shorts are looking like they're coming on in. Don't really know what's gonna happen here. Okay, the high or the VWAP is now at the 430s. 430. So we're risking about 20 cents down. 430s. Looking to go test that $5 area. That would be the spot to beat. Okay, getting up there to the $5 area. Okay, now we'll start to peel off some. I'll take a little bit up here as we continue to push. Took a bit there. Actually, I'll take more than a bit. Let's go ahead and get some out of there. Oh, missed it right there. Alright, so our new stop out point is the 34. 34 right there for 40 shares. And we'll see if it can continue up. Took some off the top there, risking about 20 cents down. Looking for that little ride up here. Trying to see if we can get a nice little pop back up here. Oh, looks like it's gonna stop me out. Should have put it at break even. Should have put it at break even here. Wow, that was close. I think it's gonna stop me out. I need to go ahead and get out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take out right here and just take the little gain that I have here, because it's not looking too pretty here. The low of this, the low is the 440. Let's be out at the 440 here. Low of the 440. Just in case it breaks that low there. Don't want to see it break that low, but you know, things can happen. I definitely take some off if it can't get back up. Come on, get bought up. Yep, it's probably gonna stop me out here. Looking really weak. Really weak. Come on now. Give me a little bit of pop through there and I'll take profit off of here. Off of this one. Okay, gave me just a little pop up. I mean, just a minuscule pop up right there. Looking for a little bit more. Okay, back up. Now the bottom of this low of the 450 is where we need to be out. If it can't hold that up, I need to be out of here. That way I'm decreasing my risk there. 6-cent loss on the last couple of shares. See if it can push up a little bit more, if possible. If not, I'll be out. looking like it wants to, but just not giving that move there through the 70s. Okay, so it is giving a little pop here, so I'll go ahead and pop some off there, pop some off there, pop some off there. Okay, and so we're down to 25 shares, pop some off there, and then we'll go and sit the ooh. Okay, okay, we're all out right there. We took a little bit of a gain, but it just didn't want to go. It did not want to go there. We'll see what it wants to do on the next one, if I can re-enter this on a 5-minute setup, but for right now it's just not looking like it wants to go. The top of this high is the 476, the top of this high is the 510, so just did not look volatile enough for me to just keep my money in there. Okay, we want to see it push above this 510, high of 510 area for another entry if we can get it. Let's do 525 for an entry. 525. 25 shares at 525. High 510. 515. We'll do 515 there. Entry at the 515 area. Waiting for this 5-minute to play out. We would love to see a push here. Yes. Okay, so let's see if we can get up to that 515 area for another entry. See if we can stay green here. Giving us a little red. Okay, let's see what else we got down here trading. Avis is under, MCF is under. Not just not enough volume. Not enough volume. That one's got a little bit of volume, but I think that float was the problem that I had with it. Yeah, the 60 million float. BCDA. Okay, what are we looking like over here on the other one? Okay, we're looking okay. Need to see a break of this high, this 510 up here, 515 area. So it definitely held that right there. We have not seen a red 5-minute pullback yet, so I don't want to get too excited here. I want to see that. I want to see a pullback here. Now it may be a grinder throughout the day, so you never know. We'll just have to see. Let these play out. Looking for that 515 break though. Looking kind of weak right there. Looking like it's slowing down a little bit. So we might get our first 5-minute pullback. I would love to see it stay within this range here if it can. Got $700 left. We'll cancel that order for right now. It's probably going to give us a little pullback here. Let's see what it wants to do. Looking for that 515 break. 515. We'll leave it up there at the 515. It continues to look like it wants to go, so might also be a place where shorts jump in there. Wow, gee whiz, look at that right there. That is, does it even have news? No news. See, that's what we don't want to run into. All right, nothing. BCDA is trying to get back up. Trying. 5 million float. Shelf registration. All right. Oh, it looks like it's going up, doesn't it? Looking for that 515 break. 50 shares. 25 more shares. That 515 break is going to be sweet if it can get it. This is a high 510. You know what? I don't even want it right now. I need to see a pullback. It's kind of extended. Even if it were to go right here, you know, it's just extended right now. And there's our pullback. There's our pullback to the 9. Looks like it almost double topped here, didn't it? 510, 507. Could not reach that 510 again. So that's kind of sus. But we'll definitely continue watching it with 25 shares at the 515. We're sitting up here, 515 area. It's like it's trying to go again. I don't know, it's just not getting over that 5, and now it's breaking down to 90. Testing the 90, broke the 90 into the 87s. Okay, back in the 90s. Okay, pushing 90s. I just don't. I'm kind of losing faith here. I enter with, yeah, I'll keep it at 25 just in case. Because what it looks like is it's kind of struggling here. 5 to, wow, that was quick. Wowzos. All right, we'll definitely be out on the bottom of this one, this low of 475 down here, 470, whatever that was, 479. What's the low of this? 479. Definitely be out down here on the 479 area. If it can't push 25 shares, 479 is where we're sitting. We want to see this thing push. Get those buyers in there and push. We're risking from the 5. We got in at the 515. So we're just looking for a little bit of a push here. We're right here. Let's get it. Get this push, baby. Get a little bit of a push here. Alright, may come and stop me out here. I don't know. Let's see, the top was the high of the 524, 525. I don't know. If we can get a push, I'll definitely take some off. Okay. We'll take a little bit of profit up here. Took some right there. Looking for a little bit more. Kind of struggling here. Looking for that push. Kind of struggling. 5 shares left. Struggling to get through that 30. Oh, there we are. Through the 40s. Struggling. Continually bouncing back. 40s. Get back in the 40s. If it breaks down the 30s, I got to get out. Alright, I'm going to take right there. It's just looking weak. I don't really even care. It was just looking way too weak. That's a fake out right there. Way too weak right there. I don't like that. It may be a grinder today, but for me, my risk tolerance, I just want to see strength pushing out of there. So I'm gonna wait for another pullback to re-enter that. We made a couple more dollars right there, but I'm not playing with that. Nope. It's a low float. It should have pushed. It should have pushed so far that I could feel it in my bones. You know what I'm saying? Okay, SLS is up. Did it have news today? Had news the other day. Oh, it's $8? Ugh. I don't want that. It's expensive. Hold above my 5-minute levels and my 1-minute level. And yeah, that's pretty much the levels we want to see it hold up. So, Mivis, did I research this today? It's not even volatile. Looks like the float is high anyway, whatever this float is. Did it have news today? Form 4, BCDA, definitely killing the game back here. Okay, so 585, definitely a big pullback there. I just really wasn't focused on this one because it has like very little to offer me, especially when I look over here and see this thing grinding up. Let's see if it can get over the high of the 550s. 550s is where we would like to see it for our next entry point. 551. Okay, there's the breakdown. BCDA is definitely making its way onto our list. It's got a lot of room to go down here. So we'll definitely put it, let's see if it breaks the body of this 1-minute candle. Low is the 584, just broke it. So we'll still watch it though. We'll watch it. Needs to get back into the 5-minute setup. It's got 5 whole minutes on this candle, so it may actually get back up on here. Okay, so we got one. SLS, just too expensive for my taste, man. I don't want to burn through that much capital or equity. Coming back to the 9 was at the 566. Let's see if it can hold that 9 up. It's definitely holding up my 5-minute level here. This one's looking like it wants to do a scoop play. So we'll let this 5-minute close up. It's got what, 4 minutes left to play. We want to see if it can hold up VWAP. Mevis going on down. BCDA did a little pop play. We want to see it get back in that green, get back on a green candle here. But we don't want to see it do it on this candle. Let's let it be. Let's let this 5-minute candle be a red candle. Okay, looks like it's holding up right there. Definitely holding up. Got to get back in that 5-minute setup though. All right. Let's go look at everything. This one has a large topping tail that I don't like. Okay, BCDA is definitely looking like it wants to continue up. I'll buy 5 shares here over the top of this if it can do that again. Well, I don't know. It broke, but it didn't keep going. Let's see. What's the top of this? Ooh, that was nasty. All right, the high is the 587, so it definitely needs to get back into needs to get back over this high of the 592 to continue up. Seeing a lot of weakness here. Don't want to just be throwing money around. 493 here. So this one actually made it back. It is holding this level here. So we'll see if it can continue up. It's got 2 minutes left on this 5 minute. BCDA looks like it's failing out. All right, AN, C. Okay. It's got about 1 minute left here. Took 5 shares there, looking for a little ride up. Looking for a ride up to the top of this 551. We may or may not get it. 492 is our exit. 492. 5 shares, 492. That's our sell spot. Took 5 shares as a starter position just to see if it can give us a little ride. This is closing up this last 5 minute. So we want to see if it can give us another move upward. I only have 5 shares, so whatever happens, happens. It's in this 5 minute setup. We wanted to see it hold up this 5 minute setup. The low here is the 483. I believe that it can keep going. I believe it can give us a move upward. And I'll take profit over the top here. I'm only in 5 shares, so I want to see it break this 524 area. If it can't, then so be it. We'll be out. Okay, looking like it's going to break on down. Pulling back up there. I mean, what do you want to do? The low is the 495. We'll be out at the 495 here. Actually, let's just do a break of the 5. That'll 499. 499 will be great. But it needs to show me some green first before I exit cancel this. Because I don't want it to just snap down on me. Okay. So the low of this candle is the 504. 504. Trying to see what it wants to do here. Can it get back past the 510? I want to move it up, but it's not really allowing me to move it up. It's got to give me a little bit of a push upward. Just a little bit. Okay. Be ready to take quick profits here. So the low of this is the $5. Yeah. Go ahead and get me out if you're going to get me out. Breaking down under the 5 now. Trying to get bought back up. A lot of buyers at the 499. Looking for it to get bought back up. May break down here. Yeah. Alright, well. It was fun knowing you guys. Yep, there it is. Alright, cool. We're good. We're in the green. We're still in the green. Was looking for a little bit more of a replay there. Okay, this one looks better. This one looks a lot better. Let's see it over the 5. The high is a $6. So 601 will we could take 50 shares and just strip it off really quickly. 610 would be a nice place to be. Buy at the 610 area. Ready to take profits very quickly here. Could not hold that up. Looking weak there. Okay, we can cancel that right there. I'm gonna let SLS do what it wants to do. I'm not even gonna play with that. Okay, it came down and touched this area right here. We do want to see it continue in a 5-minute setup. ANCN went down, touched VWAP. Not really trusting it still. Okay, BCDA definitely looking strong. Let's see if we can get back above the high here. So the 601 after this candle closes. We want to see it working its way back up. We can take very quick profits off of this. It's high 6. Let's put it at the 605. Make sure it gets a good break there. 610. Because we don't want to get faked out. We want to see a real push of at least 10 cents. Looks like it's consolidating here. Working its way up. Okay. Did not get up there to that 610. 610 was the buy area. Top high 610. All right. Let's see if it can get a little bit more right there through that area. Okay. And 50 shares. Getting a little push here. Okay. So the bottom of this low here is the 577, which would definitely have to be our out. 577 should have to be our out here if it doesn't push. So we'll be out at the 577 down here. Looking for a little bit of a push here. Okay. We're definitely getting a little bit of a push. Take some off there. Take some off there. Take some off there. Okay. And we're looking to continue this push. The low is a 577, like I said, 35 shares left in there. Okay, a little bit more of a push. Take some off there. 30 shares. Took some there. It's looking like it's a little weak. Take some off. Okay, we may get a little bit more of a push. Got some off there. It's like it's kind of struggling. Can it get that push? Okay, that was a struggle push right there. That was a struggle push right there if I've seen one. Yeah. Taking profit. See if it can push a little bit more. Alright, we'll go ahead and get that right there. Alright, so that's a little bit more profit on the day. Made back what I lost yesterday. That little $12 I lost yesterday. Vizu. Okay, so we're definitely green on the day. Mevis, BCDA. It looks like it's going to need a pullback here. It's very extended, so we'll let it pull back. ANC down there. Okay, so BCDA is definitely the one. We're letting it pull back right now. I took my profit and just letting it pull back right now. We could take a little bit over the top here, but I don't want to rush it because that was kind of like a weak little push. Don't want to just get too excited, you know. Don't get too excited. Just keep your days green. Keep your losses small. Hey, that was a push right there, but it snapped back so quick. I'm not too keen on that right there. Okay, so it is pushing more. We're gonna look for a pullback, a red pullback to enter. I've already taken profit, so I could have made a little bit more, but you know, can't get greedy, man. Let's see if it pushes into the 70s. I'll take 5 shares into the 70s. Looks like it's fell in the 60s, 61. Okay, 70s. Nope. Did not see the 70s on that one. It's about to do a pullback. Okay, that was the 70s. These pushes are getting weaker and weaker, and now they're getting stronger. Oh my goodness. Looking for that pullback. Come on, pullback. There's our pullback coming. Let's see how far it pulls back. You're very extended. You need a pullback. Take a break, buddy. There we go. Yeah, give us that real pullback. Now from here on in, I'll probably take 5 shares and just feed the account on good trading right here. So but it's got to complete this pullback. It's now in a 5-minute downtrend, so we'll have to just watch and see. Okay, Mevis is trying to come back up. Oh, Mevis has that huge float, doesn't it? Let me go look at Mevis's actual float and see what it's about. Mevis has 145, and there's no way. I can't touch that. Alright, so let's look somewhere else. BCDA is still doing its pullback. Mevis isn't even volatile right now, so you know there's nothing we can do with that but fail. Okay, so this bad boy is getting a nice pullback here. I mean a nice pullback, and so we'll probably have to play dip plays here. But we need to see it get back into a 5-minute setup first. Oh, actually, let me go and look at how high it can go. So yesterday it went up to about the $7 area, so it's getting close to that point. And so we kind of got to let it play here, because it's getting close to that point on the daily chart right there. 701 is that huge resistance, and I don't know if it can go up there twice. Let me go and show you guys yesterday. So see, it went up there once. Will this be a second fail? It may be. So we don't want to be holding shares close to that right there. Let's just see what happens here. Anything else moving? It is 9:30 in the morning, and I'm not really seeing much moving. Did make my money back from yesterday, but now SLS is just looking strong and then weak and then strong, so I don't really know about it. Could take some shares, like 5 shares, and just let it ride for 60. But right now, it's got to get back above this high of the 856. So I put, I really don't want to use all my equity here. Plus, look at it on the daily. Look at this resistance. It has, let's see, it bounced on that 850 right there. Oh, let me go back over here and look at what's happening here. Okay, this one's continuing to fade. This one is now in a nice little dip point. It also has some nice volume. BCDA, Mevis, SLS. Kind of going sideways there on us. Okay, I just don't see. Okay, BCDA is bouncing here, so we can definitely let's see, let this 5-minute play. Oh, it's got 4 minutes left on this counter. Okay, I can't do anything yet. It's trying to hold that 9 right there. We can take a quick scalp, maybe like past that 45, maybe the 646 area. Take a quick scalp, 646. Now it's looking like it's just going down. Actually, let's do a quick scalp past that 51. 51 area would be our buy area right there. Okay, so we do have an order out there to buy past that 51 if it can make it happen. BCDA. Just give us one quick push and I will take profit. 651. It's like it's breaking the bodies of these candles. 640 right here. Okay, 651 may come into play right here. Okay, not looking good now. I'm not liking it. It's doing a lot of bouncing around. It may shoot, but I'm up here with 5 shares, so just so that I don't miss out on the complete move. It's like it's double bottoming there. Yep, double bottom. Let's see if we can get a quick scalp here. Maybe to the top of it. Let me see. What is this? The 650. Oh, that is the 651. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe the 640. I don't know. Let's just see what it does. Broke a little bit. Could not get back up to that 50. Want to see it through that 51. Got 2 minutes left on this candle. What's the high of this? The high is the 50. So I like it, but I don't. 15 seconds left on this candle. Okay, that's not looking good. I'm gonna cancel that order. Even if it does go, it's gonna be too extended over this this 1 minute candle, so I don't like that. Let's go ahead and look at Mevis over here, barely moving. So let's see. Okay, 543 we got. 543. Not enough volume there. ELS down, down. SLS down. Okay, Mevis. It's just that high float is killing me. Alright, so we're gonna see what BCDA can do off of VWAP. Get a little quick VWAP bounce here, if possible. Did ANCN already hit VWAP? Yeah. Alright, so BCDA for VWAP play. If it can give it to us. We want to see it get back into a 5-minute setup, really. Because I would love that. What's up with Vizu? Why does it keep on charging up? Vizu, plug power develop, smart glasses. Okay, that's why. Smart glasses based remote training on onboarding program. Okay, well, that's some okay news. I'm not gonna lie, that's some okay news. Let's go look at the float on Vizu. What kind of news does it have? Vizu. Wait a minute, what? Oh, VUZ, VUZI. Okay, VUZI. Has a shelf registration from last year. VUZI. VUZI. Has 38 million in the float. That's a red flag. I don't want that. I actually add that to the notes. 38 mil shelf last year. Okay, so we are green on the day, but we're just looking around for opportunities now. Will opportunities knock at our door? Will we get a chance to break some of these highs up here? What's gonna happen? I don't know. Okay, what is SIOX doing? Why is it up? No news. What's the float on it? SIOX. SIOX is float is 29 million. SIOX has amended to registry amendment already. Okay, so no kind of shelf registrations, but it does have 29 million in the float, so we'll add that here. 29 mil float. And then we have Visu, we have MBIO. MBIO took a dip, didn't it? Man. Oh, no, it didn't. I was looking up here. Okay, this is the daily chart. I was like, man, it took a dip. Okay, so it is riding out here. MBIO. What's that float? 50 mil. ELYS. Okay, let's make our way back up here to the things that I like. SLS. Tried to bounce off of VWAP. Did not give too much of a bounce. So you know people aren't interested in it right now. BCA. Okay. It's trying to do a little bounce here. I would personally like to see it get past that 650. That's where I would like to see it go. And I will definitely. The problem is once it gets through this 650, it can only go 20 cents up. So we got to be ready to take. So let's go ahead and plan that out. 650 with 25 shares. Let's do 651. We'll be ready to buy up here. ANCN looking like it's trying to flex back. Okay. Looking like it wants to come back to us. MBIO. Man, it's starting to snap. We do not like to see the snaps. Whenever they have a high float, they start to snap. And what it does, especially if they have a kind of large range, it can snap 5 cents, 10 cents down and literally hurt you. So we're going to just play it cool. Now we're starting to get it. Okay, this high is the 624 here. 624 is a good entry. 626. Holy crap. Now it's starting to snap. Okay. Well, now that it wants to snap as well, what we'll have to do is we'll just have to get in at the half dollar. 651 for that ride. And we'll see what it wants to do here. That's all we can do. See, now it's getting overextended. But it does have a nice bottom here. So we'll draw our support line right through here. Nice bottom there formed. Let's see if it can hold it up. Hold that 608 up. Okay. Trying to get up there to the 650s. Trying to get up there to the 650s. We have about 50 cents. The VWAP needs to get above this level right here. I would like to see. So it's double topping there, which is not a good sign. It needs to blow through there right now. There, oh, almost. Can we get into the 40s? Okay, pulling back there. Thought it would give us a little bit more. Be great if it pulls back and forms a higher plane here. Definitely double top. Okay, there's the pullback right there. Did form a higher plane here. So let's put that as our support. Right there. Good support there. We're going to see if we can get through that 650 area. Pay us a little bit more guap. Because right now the high is the 37, holding it down. I don't see anything else that's volatile and moving right now that is low float. So Everything is kind of under VWAP right now. It's almost 10 o'clock. Almost. Not seeing any of my type of setups here. Things are slowing down a lot. Okay, there's a little bit push right there. And will it get us in? Will it get us in? We're getting that. Will it get us in? Will it get us in here? Come on. If it gets us in, we'll definitely be in for the ride. And I'll be out on the bottom of this candle right here, this 611. Okay, looking like it's getting sold into. Getting sold into right there. Could not even get up to the top of this 650. May get a nice pullback here. So that's two pullbacks with higher levels. So let's go ahead and put that in. Draw our support here. It's two pullbacks. It needs to hold that level. Okay, may get me in here. Looking kind of strong. Can it pop through? Bam. Okay. So we're in with 25 shares. Looking for a little ride here. The low of this is the 612, which will be our starting point for out. 612. Okay. $6.12. Nice little out point down here. We're gonna let it play. See if we can get a little bit more of a push here, especially through the highs. We'll definitely be taking through the highs. Trying to hold up that 650 area. We're letting that, we want to see VWAP come on up above the $6. We're risking 655. We're risking a good little bit right now, right to the bottom of this 5-minute candle. So let's just see how it plays out. See if those buyers want to step in and take us to a new level. Okay, getting a little pop through right there. Definitely popping over that 50. Let's see if we can get a little blessing here. Okay, the highs we will take through the highs. The 70 into the 70s will be taken. The high of this candle is the 670. So we'll just have to see here. Looking for that push into the 70s. There's the push. So we'll start stripping off here. Whoa. Well, I thought I was going to be stripping off. Alright, so the bottom here, the low is a 642. 642 for that out on these shares. Wow. 642, we'll be out. Actually, you know what? We're going to let this play. We're going to say, we're going to keep it right where it is. And we're going to be looking for this high break. The high break here is the 675 here. And we're going to start stripping off some shares. 25 shares is what I'm in with. The low on this candle was a 612. So we don't want to get out too early. It is double topping here. 675, high 664. Oh no, it went higher. Okay, so we can definitely kind of ride it out here. Let this close up and see if it can give us a little bit of a blessing up top. 641. I might end up taking some off here because it's looking kind of weak. Took some right there. Decreasing my position size just in case it doesn't want to go. Took some off there. Decreasing that position size. If it shows me red, I gotta be getting out. It's getting pushed down. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's get it all out right there. Look, it started looking weak and I really didn't trust it right there, so I went ahead and took profit. Okay, Mevis is looking like it wants to go. But it is looks like a quadruple top. Is this the one that had that high float? I don't want to be fighting for pennies here. Okay, so BCDA we did exit out in the green. I did not like the way that it was pulling back to me, so I kind of got out with what I could. Looking real weak now. It's failed this position twice now, so we're gonna have to see it break this the high of 675. 675 will be a high break there, but it's just looking real weak right now. Yeah. All right, let's go look at something else while that's filling out. Mevis shot all the way up there, pull back. SLS trying to get back above VWAP. It is 10 o'clock. We have 30 minutes left in the stream. So far I am green on the day. I really managed my risk well today and was able to capitalize a little bit, so that helped. Mevis, man, what is up with you? You look like you want to go higher. Let's let it pull back and see what it wants to do here. It's just not volatile. It's the only problem I have with it. BCDA double bottomed here. It is in a uptrending setup. $6, so I'll be able to get, like, can I get 25 shares of this? 25 shares of this? No, I can't. 25 shares times 6. No, I can get 5 shares if I can get in. Let's let it tap that 9 on the 5 minute and see what happens. Or if it can just hold this little level right here, that'll be great. Showing a lot of green here. Showing a lot of green earth, but I don't have the size right now to take this trade. That little bounce to the 9, that's a strategy you can use. Come down, see the double bottom, let it bounce back up to the 9. That was from the 26 up to the 38. That's a 10-cent move right there. So if you want to try that strategy, you can try that strategy. Oh my goodness, Mevis, what in the world, bro? This is ridiculous. Mevis is I don't like high flow stocks because they do things like this. Usually on a low flow stock, if you see this right here, you don't get this kind of move on the next one. But Mevis, man, out here breaking physics. So basically all I did was undid my loss from yesterday. So I made that $12 back on the week, and then I made $4 extra. So I'm up $4 on the week, which is trash. So that's one thing about having a losing day. You're basically, that losing day you have to make up for, not mentally, not like trying to make up for it, but you have to work your way out of it. So that's what I had to do today. Looking at SLS, got $87 left. I can do like one more trade possibly. This one's fading. Broke the body of this candle. Looking for it to get back into a 5-minute uptrend. Don't see it though. Everything's kind of slowing down now. So, because it's 10 o'clock. So this is when things start kind of dropping off anyway. This one found a bottom down here. So it's definitely holding that within my 1 minute range right here. Came down here twice. So we can definitely take some position on this one. Some size, or not size, but take a position if it gets back above VWAP. MBIO really slowed down now. AVXL. Okay, so we see this one getting a little bounce here, little bounce of reprieve. So let's actually let this candle play out and see where it ends. It has 1 minute left on this candle. So either down or up, brother. Down or up. Looks like it is forming a little trend line here. So, you know. Oh. Coming to the last. Ooh. Almost broke that whole body right there. ANCN, Mevis. I wonder, am I out of the red for this month? Now, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go and see after I close this up, because I was down like 11 bucks on the month. But we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. I did actually research that issue that happened the other day with my broker, and what it was that Google's APIs were having problems, and their APIs were tied into Charles Schwab. So when they had problems, Charles Schwab's number system and the accounting system had major problems. Like my account went up to like $7,000, right? And it went up in my actual account. So I went and checked my, not on this brokerage, but on my actual account it went up to that too. And then all of a sudden from $7,000 it dropped all the way down to about -$9. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then after that the checking account disappeared. So the API that displays the checking account was out. So I was like, okay, my checking account is gone, and now my brokerage account, I've lost like a lot of money. In my brokerage account, I've got about $2,000, and you know, it was all gone. It was -8, -9, whatever. Okay, so BCDA is definitely getting back into the game here. We do want to see it break this high of the 75 if it can. 675 was the place we want to see it break. Let's just put it at 676, get a good break through that $0.25, and we will buy up there 5 shares. I don't know how many shares I can actually get, but right now this would have to go. I'm trying to think. This one has 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. It needs to close green, and the next one needs to open up green. But it also needs to hold above the body of this red candle. So we got to see what it wants to do here. Now on the daily chart, it does look good. It looks good above 7. If it can get, whoa, what happened? Need to stay green, buddy. Matter of fact, I might do a 51 buy again. But that is kind of close. That's cutting it very close here. That 51, that's a lot of risk. I don't know if I'm willing to take that type of risk right now on that 51 break here. Because it could easily stop at the 53. It could stop at a couple of these. So I'm just going to let it play for right now. This one. ANCN looking like it wants to get above that VWAP, boy. Came down, holding this level right here. But I still don't trust it. It's not above VWAP, so I don't want to get tricked into something. It's almost 10:30. At 10:30, I'm shutting this thing down. Now you may see 11:09 right here, but this is not my time. This is Eastern time. My time is Central time, so I'm an hour behind this time. So when this hits 11:30, I'm out. Okay, looking like it's staying within that nice little 5-minute setup. The high of this 5-minute setup is the 48. I kind of wish it would get back over that 650 though and start holding it. That's what I think I'm gonna aim for. If it starts to come back up, I'm looking for that 650 to get a hold. And I don't want to see any random run-ups, you know, because those random run-ups can easily just go up there, buy me in, and then down. So I'll just be watching it. F-Tech, long time no see. Long time no see. Where's the top of this? Oh, okay, there it is. All right, Mevis is continuing to try to grind up. Mevis is kind of making me mad, you know, because it's like, please buy me, and then all of a sudden it's going to just rip down. But it does look good. It definitely looks good right there. Mevis is looking extremely nice right now. Let's go to BDCA. This one's failing, so I might actually take a stab at Mevis. Just to close up the day, you know, nice and green like. The high is a 389, so let's just do the $4 break would be nice. $4 break. Ooh, see, look at that. I would like to see it get up there and break that 4. Let me see how far it can go. Had that 349. It's above that. So that $4 break, see, it's starting to fill out. Right when I was gonna put my faith in it, put my money in it. BCDA definitely clapping down. There's people getting caught in that little rush down. See if it can hold up. VWAP. It did break the last low right there, so it's making lower lows. So I really don't want to buy right here because it just broke the lower low. CF Tech, MCF. Okay, Zuzi. right, this one looks like it wants to give a little try for that $4 break. So I might be in at the 390. That's the high of this one. It keeps consolidating. Let's see. 395 could be a good entry point. Problem is it continues to make lower lows. Oh, what in the world was that? What is this noise? What is this, y'all? Look at this. Huge rip up. Huge rip up off that level. Oh, that messed up the whole plan. I wanted it to come down here, test this level, but on the break of this 1 minute, they killed it. Oh my gosh, I don't like that. I do not like that. So now it's got to hold up this level somehow. It's got to give a pullback, man. Man, I don't like that. But I can still enter just after a pullback. Let's see where it falls to. Will it come tap the 9 down here? Man, it's looking like it wants to keep going. We need a pullback, dog. We need a pullback bad. Wow, was that a double top? Not really, not all the way. But I gotta wait on a pullback. I gotta wait for my setup to come. We need a pullback. Please pull back. Oh no. Oh well. You know, sometimes they do that to you. Sometimes they do that to you. You gotta be patient or you just get slammed on. Get sold to. These people with big accounts be selling people dreams. They just jumped in with about 20,000 shares on the break of that 1 minute. 20,000 shares, took it up to the 90 so quick, and now all these people are dreamers. The people that are buying right here are dreamers. Especially after not seeing a pullback here. You gotta see that next pullback. And it may continue up. I'm not gonna say it won't continue up, but right now this isn't the spot to be buying. Especially with this topping tail like that. Definitely gonna give somebody a run for their money downwards. Here come the shorts. Shorting right there. Short. Taking profit. Get bought up. Shorts are still holding. The out spot for the shorts will be right here at the 680. So they will cover their position at the 680 right here. Let's see if they make them cover here. Cover at the 680. Not yet. 680 cover point. Waiting. Watching. The dreamers are still buying. Okay, I almost made them cover. Will they get that cover point? The cover point actually would be right here at the 685 area. 685 will be the cover point. Okay, so let's see. The high is 695. Let's do a break of 7. Let's see if we can get a break of 7 here. 701. Break of 701 will be quite nice. It can't even stay in the 90s though. Got me kind of scared here. Alright, so I'll take a quick stab at the 701. It's got knocked down at the 7. That's the top. So, okay, we're in there. And now since I have 5 shares, I'll just be like at the 672 area. I could be out. It's definitely going to pull back. We'll watch it and we'll follow it with VWAP. So VWAP is at the 615 right now. 615, baby. 5 shares. Alright, so we're gonna see what it can do here. See what you can do here, man. Went up there and touched that high on the daily chart. And I am looking for a break of that high. So this candle right here, the low is the 607. The body of this candle though, I'll let it play. I'll let it play right now. So we're sitting at the 615 with an out spot. Either way it goes, I can't lose here. I'm already in the green on the day, so I really can't lose here. 616, moving on up. The igniting bar right here, the igniting candle is what's this low? 330, 631. 631. So we're just following VWAP right now. Seeing if it's gonna get bought up here. Now usually I do not buy into red candles, but the thing is sometimes you get caught in them, and with the size that I have, it really doesn't, it's not going to just hurt me. But I do have my stop down here for it. Looking for it to pull up. We have 52 bucks left. It's bouncing on the 650. Now up to the 617. Every 5 cents that it goes up, I'll be exiting a little. I'll be moving my stop up a little bit with it. So when it gets to the 620, I move it up to the 620. At the 618 right now, waiting on it to reach the 620. Okay, there's a little bit of weakness there. Still in that nice 5-minute setup we like to see. Waiting for it to get to the 620. One thing I rarely do is average down. So, you may be like, well, you can buy some more shares right now, but I rarely average down. Really rarely. Like, for real. Just letting it play out. 5 little shares there. Okay. Got sold into right there. BCDA, we're just gonna let it ride. Let it ride the wave here. It's almost to the 620s, so we'll be moving our stop up in just a minute. If you think about it, I can lose a whole dollar on 5 shares and only lose $5. So that's why I kind of let these play like this. Buying, buying, buying pressure. People are buying this thing up, man. We're gonna just move up to the 620 here. And since it's so close, I'll go ahead and just put it there. If it does allow me the opportunity to get out with profit, that would be amazing. But it may or may not do that, so we'll continue to move up. It is getting a lot of fight from that 9 EMA. So it's now breaking down the 9 EMA. We're at the 620 for an out. Risking let's see, got in at the not exactly a dollar. A little bit less than a dollar, maybe 90 cents. See if the shorts can get pushed out of this one before the longs do. Longs are definitely, I guarantee you, all of them have it at VWAP. If it goes below VWAP, it is going to break down. Right now, we're just holding 5 little shares, waiting for that 625 to come into play with the VWAP. Need to see it above that 665 is where we would like to see it. Looks like it wants to come on down now. Here comes the spiel right here. Could just lose $2 right here, but I'm just gonna ride VWAP and see what happens. It's a low float, definitely has a little bit more run in it, so we're just gonna wait. It's above VWAP. Wait and be patient. Looking for that 625 to come into play for the for our stop. It may stop me out before that. Needs to get back within that actually the 643 would probably be the spot to be out. Let's move that up to the 643, 50 cents, 642, because on the 5 minute, on the 5 minute over here, if it breaks that, it's basically breaking the body there. So let's see, 640s be the spot to get out. All right, so that'll definitely save us right there. Save us a little bit of money. See if they're gonna blast the short side of there or no. Are the longs gonna get a position here? Needs to get back into the 60s. back into those 60s. It's like it's breaking down, breaking the 50, testing the 50, getting bought at the 50. Will it break that 50 right there? 10 cents instantly and I'm out. Okay, broke the 50, trying to get bought back up. Almost out of there. Okay, so the buyers are definitely scaring the shorts here, buying it up like that. That's scary right there for the shorts. Definitely going to give us a little bit of green right here. Give us some green, some reprieve, getting up to that 9. That 9 is holding it down. Can it break that 659 there? We need to see a break of the 659. $659. Looking for that break that snapped through that 659. Oh, there it was. There is a little break. So see, we're holding 5 shares, and what I'm doing is I'm letting the VWAP work its way up and letting the buyers actually take control. Okay, so even if it does come down and stop me out, look, I'm okay with that. Especially with my risk tolerance right here where it is, it's okay. And can we get, it's on top of the 9 right now. Can we get it bought up? Okay, it broke back down to 9. This may get me out right here. This may come and get me. It's broken that 9 twice. Getting bought up again? That's not right. It's gonna get me out. Yeah, there it is. Come get me out. I'm at the 40s. Come get me out. Will it break this trend here? Can it get back over the 55s? It looks like it's kind of respecting it. Nope, it's about to get me out. Big dip, and I'm out. There it is. Still green on the day. This one continues moving slowly. SLS definitely went down. So I guess in all, I just recouped my losses from yesterday. Alright, so it is 10:30 my time, 11:30. So let's go ahead and check everything out here. We got my realized gains and losses today. Okay. So here was my realized gains and losses. And the thing is, if you look at some of these positions that I had, I gained 44 cents per share. So whenever I start sizing up, there'll be $40 right there. That will be a great, because look at all my winning trades. My winning trades 40 cents, 25 cents, whatever. Losing trades, the biggest loss was right there on BCDA on 5 shares, only 5 shares, 66 cents. I let it play around. The other losses were the ANCN. Did I make money on ANC? Yeah, I made a little bit of money. So yeah, I lost on some of these shares, but this was nothing compared to all of my wins on today. These are the cost of each individual sale. So I bought in this was the cost of the quantity. So 5 shares of this was $22. 5 shares $22. Some of these, like this one, 20 shares was $91, but I didn't really take big size or anything. Just played my strategy, because what I'm working on is getting this strategy to the point where it is consistent. It works more than it loses. Okay, not saying it won't lose, but you know, it works. So here's my transactions here. Everything on the 7th, or why does it say the settlement date is the 17th. Okay, I'm slow. All right, so in 2 days all this will settle. All right, let's go ahead and close this up. We are done for the day. I'll let this $52 roll over into the other account, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I do trade, usually it depends on how much money I make in the beginning, whether I'm going to continue trading, but usually I'll trade from the open until 10:30. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll that outro, please, and we will get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more of this, you just hit that bell icon and you'll get alerts when I go live. Peace out, guys, and see you in the next one.